It's the SawCast, where real people speak that real shit on real topics, and I go by the name of Stevo.
And I'm Aerial. What the fuck you do, y'all? Today, we doing our podcast on current events. Okay, we got 8 current events we want to go through. Hopefully, we can go through pretty fast, you know what I'm saying? So we can, catch everybody up on our opinions on things. I know that we used to do this more often. People are asking for us to do this, like, oh, I wonder what y'all's opinion is on X, Y, Z. So we just gonna give it to y'all, you know what I'm saying, and fly through them real quick. We gonna do this probably like not ever so often, because we know we kind of want to give y'all quality content, you know what I'm saying. But we can throw this in here, Steve-O, a couple times, can't we?
I think it'd be cool because it's just a nice mix, and then the way that we go about topics, it's a bit different. We kind of go about in that scenario, what would you do, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes we kind of when it's something. This time we got a little something.
Because I honestly feel like
because these topics that we got.
Because I honestly feel like everybody, like, what would you do in a situation? More so, like, we don't really like to judge people like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like more so, like, putting ourselves in a situation and seeing what we would probably do, or maybe there was a better way. That's better than just being like, oh, that's a bad person. I know y'all like to do that, but we don't do that.
Free of judgment,
so
to an extent.
To an extent, because we gonna say a little. Okay, anyway.
Let's get
started.
Topic
one. Let's get started.
Okay.
Topic one. Meg posted, she posted about Clay, and she was like, he cheated, and he said he didn't want to be monogamous, and she just so distraught. She cooked for his family, and she's just so distraught about it. So my question to you is, are you surprised that Clay cheated on her, and what is your opinion on the situation?
You know what? I'll say this, just to continue on the path of, I've always
say.
But I always vouch for Meg, right?
Okay.
I've been Team Meg.
You should.
But at the same time,
I just want to say this, like, reiterate what Steven just said. Me and Steven are Team Meg. We have been Team Meg on the Tory situation and everything. So just a disclaimer.
But I'm on her ass. I think
facts.
she is the problem.
You think she the problem?
I think she is.
A little bit, okay.
Because I think she has a part to play in it, because I think that sometimes some people just don't bring the best out of others. And sometimes when people are dating certain caliber of men, they have unrealistic expectations. So you're dating entertainers expecting them to be church boys.
Yeah. I think that I am a Golden State Warriors fan. I know it's a lot of women out there that was saying, who the fuck is Klay Thompson? That was nothing that I said. I know exactly who Klay Thompson is. I've been a Golden State Warriors fan for about 10 years. That is my favorite team in the NBA. Okay? I know who this nigga is. This is a splash motherfucking brother. Okay?
Facts.
On top of that, I know that Klay's 36 years old, and I know he's worth over $100 million. And he's made over $300 million over his career. I do also know that this nigga has cheated on every bitch that he has fucked with before that. That's something that Meg could have asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT could have told her.
She knew that.
She probably knew that. So, knowing that, Meg is also a college-educated woman like me. Knowing that, also, Klay is a man who's never been married.
Hello.
Don't have kids. He's not a commitment type of nigga, clearly. Knowing that, why would you go into a relationship thinking Klay wasn't going to cheat?
You know what?
Don't all basketball players cheat?
I think she's a product of her habitat as well.
Okay.
Because it seems like
Don't niggas be cheating in Houston?
But he's in Dallas. He in Dallas.
Now... He was in San Francisco the day before that.
Right.
The only two things, as a Klay Thompson fan, that he's committed to is the Bay and his motherfucking self.
Basketball.
Facts.
The Bay and basketball.
Not even basketball to a certain extent, because he ain't been giving a fuck lately.
Well, it's only because of the time he's not getting on the court
right,
now.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
true.
Like, nonchalant.
Right. But I'm saying his family and the Bay, he gives a fuck about a lot.
Yeah.
But to women, he has not been faithful to them ever.
But you were saying...
He doesn't have a record for that.
So before this, you were saying that they thought he was a Russ.
And I don't understand why y'all thought he was a Russ. He's not a Russell. He doesn't want to. Russell clearly wanted to be faithful. He was with a girlfriend before. He didn't want to be with her, so he broke up with her, and then he got with somebody else after that.
Months after.
And he was faithful after that. He wanted to be married. He's in church and everything. So like, if you get with a man like Russell and he's in church, he's saying he following the law. I mean, following the principles of God. He's praying and all that. And then he cheat on you and he fuck you over. That's different. Versus a nigga who been outside for over 20 years, because Clay been that nigga for 20 years and he's never been committed to anybody. And then you're shocked that he cheat on you. Just because he's a nice guy?
I got a public service announcement for the ladies. I think the rest of 2026, this has to stop. So here and beyond, y'all gotta stop publicly bashing niggas y'all thrashing. Okay, it has to stop. It's kind of getting redundant at this point.
Because it looks like bad on your part.
Yes.
It don't look as bad as on his part.
Right, because of how we view the
now,
genders.
as a woman, I know y'all bringing up stuff like, oh, I feel empathy towards her because she lost her family. She lost this, she lost that. But y'all got to understand, we women, so we got empathy. Niggas don't have that. The fuck? And on top of that, he wasn't married to her. He was with her. He was dating. When you're dating, okay, a lot of you bitches, and I love y'all. I'm one of y'all. I'm team girl. I'm team woman all the way every time. But I will say, like, y'all always saying that until we date, we ain't married. If we date, we married, we single.
Get on the ass.
Clay
Get on the
was
ass.
dating her, and he was, from what we saw, monogamous for a little while. Then after a while, he was like, I don't want to be monogamous to you no more, so let's break up. And that's what the fuck happened. And now they're not together. Is that a bad thing? Aren't you supposed to date, figure out if you want to be monogamous with the person forever, and then, you know what I'm saying? At least he didn't marry her and then cheat on her.
Right.
He found out he didn't want to be monogamous anymore, broke up with her and said, I don't want to be monogamous, and she was sad about it. Understandably, I understand her and I feel so bad for her. But at the end of the day, as a woman, and as a woman who, if I was Meg's friend, me and my best friend real about these niggas, I'm not finna act like a nigga who cheated on every bitch before me don't have it in him to cheat on me. What makes me different from everybody else? Nothing. It's every single bitch before her was bad. He fucked with Coco Jones and cheated on her. Be fucking for real. It's bad bitches. One boom, 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 boom. He cheated on. He don't care about that. Like, Coco Jones been through stuff. Every woman before her had been through something. Meg is not the only person who has been through things, and he's cheated on them. So what makes you think that you're better than them to get cheated on? You probably are gonna get cheated on. So my thing was, honestly, as a fan of Klay Thompson, as a basketball player, I was shocked as fuck to see that he was being monogamous. I was like, I can't believe he even being monogamous.
Why would you say that?
Because he's 36, he got $100 million, he got a family that love him. So the love don't have to come from a woman when you got love from your family. Okay. We know that.
Okay.
We know that. Because we not thirsty for love like that.
I feel you.
We not thirsty for relationship love because we got love from our family.
Okay.
He got love. He got deep love from his family. He got a mother that love him. He got womanly love with him always. Whether or not he cheat on Meg or not, Coco, all of them or not, he got womanly love always.
Yeah.
So he's not searching for, that's not whether or not he get love from her is not a big thing. It is for Meg because of what she went through, right. And he should have empathy for that, which I think he did because it wasn't public.
Or he didn't do it.
He didn't make it public, but he did date her, see if he wanted to be monogamous. He seemed like he was, and then he didn't want to be in anymore. Yeah,
but I think, like I said, you can't, you can't expect certain things from certain people. He's been that way for a while. He just be low key with it, but it just he got more of a popular woman that put some publicity on it. So it kind of is what it is. Like it is. I do have a bit of empathy for
I do have empathy for her. I feel really bad for her.
For a fellow
that
Aquarius,
that keeps happening to her.
But at the same time, I think that you got to know, like, the red flags. And you know what kind of man that you're dealing with.
But you also had
so
Clay.
Stop dealing with him.
Remember what you were saying on the other podcast? Had him looking like a simp. He not a simp ass nigga. He's a nigga. It's a bae nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not even. He's not that.
But
that's what I'm. No, that's what I'm saying. The masculinity. That might have made him feel some type of way that everybody thought he was a sip ass nigga. And he's not. He's not that. He ain't never been that. He's a dog. He cheated on every bitch. He don't want to marry nobody. And he got $100 million. And he got a family that love him. He's terrible. What made you think he was going to be that? Like, as a woman, you should know going into this, he might cheat. He might do this. It shouldn't hurt you to do that. And on top of that, what made me feel even more bad was that she was like, I cook for his family. I'm like, you cook for his family. Funny. When you do that, when you do stuff like that, you're not supposed to feel like you doing it for something, to get back something in return. Like, just because I did something for you, then you should give me loyalty. That doesn't matter to a man if you cook for him or not. He got a chef. He's been having a chef price since he was 16. Cook for him, you don't have to even do that. So it's like every bitch before him probably did cook for him and got the same treatment you got. So you cooking wasn't really a big deal. It doesn't matter to him. You got to think, a man, to get to his heartstrings, really, a lot of times, you got to go through some fucked up shit with him and come out of it and then show that you still there. Y'all ain't go through none of that. So his heart ain't that probably deep into it yet.
That's fair.
You got a lot of love to give because you don't have that much family around you. He got that love already taken care of, so it's not that deep to him. So you have to, and that's why Shira 7 be saying, like, you got to get what you want out the situation, because a man going to be a man at the end of the day. What type of man would you fuck with when you got with him?
Hello.
Get what you want, because he might fuck you over the way he fucked over everybody else. But as long as you got what you want, you won't feel bad. If you felt like cooking for his family was so serious, and when he do something fucked up to you, like, oh my God, I wish I didn't cook for his family, you should never cook for him. Don't do shit for these niggas until, you know what I'm saying? If whatever you do for him should be cool, charge it to the game. You shouldn't feel bad about it.
For sure. Especially at
Get
that
what
point.
you want, and then when he do what he do as a man, you ain't gonna feel bad about it.
And don't ignore the signs.
Don't ignore who he is. Fuck a sign, that's who he is. He was he was that dude to every person before that. Oh, he's nice. He is a nice guy. Why the fuck do you think he keep getting bitches? He's not a mean dude. He's a nice dude.
He's just not monogamous.
You're not gonna keep getting the baddest bitches in the world being a mean nigga. He's not mean. He's a nice dude. He's been in the NBA. When you in the NBA, that's corporate. You gotta be a nice person.
Somebody gotta like you for you to be around.
He's a likable dude. Like,
he really is.
But he's a fucking cheater. You knew that before you got with him. So now you cheated. Ooh.
I ain't mad.
I'm not shocked. Like I said, I was shocked he was being faithful. I was shocked. I was like, wow, he really wants to stop. He really wants to stop.
Not he really wants to stop.
I was like, he wants to stop being a hoe. Like, wow, good for him.
That's what you thought in your head?
I was like, he wants to stop being a hoe for real. And then on top
of
that, you gotta think, like, it's a lot of niggas out here. Men do care about what other men think. He's a basketball player, okay? His fans is men. They do care about what they think, and they always saying that you would out every motherfucking day of his life. Maybe when he got to that point where he was like, marriage, because I ain't been there before. When we in a relationship, it's fun, but when it's serious, then I really got to evaluate the type of person I'm trying to marry. Then you might not be that person he's trying to marry.
It's different.
It's different.
Levels to it.
That's the point in dating and being in a relationship, to see if you're ready to be that. He wasn't ready to be that with you. When it was time to be that, he wasn't ready. And you can be mad about it. Yes, be mad about it. Because the way he was moving made you feel like he was going to go that route with you. But he didn't. Be happy he didn't go that route and then fuck you over.
Hello.
So, that's how I feel about it. Next topic, Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty. So, allegedly, in Dallas, Pooh Shiesty came to Dallas. Pooh Shiesty was on house arrest. He was on probation. Wasn't supposed to leave Florida. Left Florida, came to Dallas. He had a meeting with Gucci Mane, supposedly to talk about the contract. Allegedly, something happened in the studio, and that was in January, I believe. I think in March is when Pooh Shiesty got locked up for robbing Gucci Mane. And And it was supposedly because Gucci Mane's security guard is the one who went to the police about it. And that's the reason why it happened. Now, we at this point in this situation where Pooh Shiesty is not being released from jail because he was on probation and he really wasn't supposed to be in Dallas. He didn't tell his probation officer he was going to Dallas. He just went on his own self. And he didn't have no shows in Dallas. He didn't have no shows. He wasn't really making no money in Dallas, so he can't say I was working. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what was the reason for you to come here? You know what I'm saying? Maybe if he would have told his probation officer he was going because he needed to do a meeting or whatever, I don't know if that would have worked because Gucci Mane, I believe, lives in Florida as well. So he might have could have waited until he came back. I don't really know. But he's still locked up because he had a probation violation for going to Dallas and he wasn't supposed to go to Dallas. Not because of him supposedly robbing Gucci or whatever, allegedly. There's no evidence that he had guns in that meeting. There's no evidence that Gucci was under any duress during that meeting. There's no evidence of a contract.
Song.
There's no evidence of the... Wait a minute. There's no evidence of the contract that was signed. There's no evidence of that. That is why people feel some type of way about Gucci Mane making that song, because there was no evidence that it was some bad things that happened in that meeting. The only evidence that they got is that Pooh Shiesty ass was there and his ass wasn't supposed to be there. And so his dad is like, while we locked up, y'all don't have no evidence that we robbed somebody because his security said it. So this case seems like it's going to come down to somebody telling what happened. And Gucci Mane didn't make that song, but Gucci Mane is not currently cooperating with federal agents on what happened. However, I think they did say he might have initially. I don't know, but he's not cooperating, they're saying right now, with the federal agents. He's not going to take the stand. He's not going to do none of that. But he did make that song. So the question is, do you think Pooh Shiesty was wrong?
Do I think a street nigga being a street nigga is wrong?
I feel the same thing.
He gonna be himself. That's just what it shows you.
Is his name Pooh Shiesty or?
Hey, I went back and listened to the FDO. There's a couple of subliminals in there. You know. But with that, it's kind of like sometimes we hold people to a higher pedestal because they might get a little money or a little fame, and we like, oh, if I was there, I would blah blah blah. Bruh. X, Y, and Z. But then again, you got people. Sometimes you got people looking at you and was like being the same, saying the same thing. Like if I was there, if I was in this person's position, I would do X, Y, and Z as well. So there's some development that people have and that they do as they get to certain heights. But then some people get there, and then because he was doing the same things while he was there, he didn't change. Only thing changed is the circumstances because of the money that he had. But he didn't change because he's obviously the same person, because he'll still do the same things if he feels a type of way about something. Now, when we say was he completely wrong, et cetera, it's kind of like, man, if it's like if what he was saying is true, I could understand how somebody could feel that way.
Right.
And to make an action like that is a split decision. Even, you feel me? It's like I'm angry, I'm finna make this. It don't take that long to make that decision. So it's just you know, when they say think before you speak, you know, you should think twice before you act, because that action is going to affect your future after that. So all that stuff sound cool, and you know, all that street stuff, it sounds great. And we don't know where, you know, what the end result of this would be. But I will say one thing, that like, just know that your actions have repercussions, and nowadays it's just more ways to get caught doing things.
Yeah.
Because they have more ways to get evidence on things. So the way he did it, I thought it was fake, because I was like, ain't no way he did it like that. I was like, ain't no way he did it like that. But he still could, you know, not get maybe the worst of sentence or et cetera for that, depending on how it happens. But it just like we said, I don't really judge too much, because I know like that money mattered to him, and they ain't no telling how he felt when he was sitting in that jail
Nah,
cell.
for real.
So it's like you can't really say, because I ain't never been in jail and sat and felt like nobody owed me money or was making money off of me. So he was probably festering in there.
I'm saying,
and then he got
though.
out, it was heated, and so you already got a hot head, and now he heated. So
right, and everybody knows
sparks will fly.
Everybody know that I'm a Gucci Mane fan to the core. I'm also a Pooh Shiesty fan. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm a Big 30 fan. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would say this, like Steven said, I don't feel like, okay, me and Steven are from the hood. Like, we from where when you in the way, you get clapped. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't see niggas get smacked for $20. You know what I'm saying? Could not imagine if a motherfucker was stealing $20 million from these niggas. Bruh. What they would fucking do.
Bruh.
So I will say this. Like, niggas, I've seen niggas rob people for $200. You know, $20, $100. I've seen some shit. I will say this, like Steven said, we don't know what he was going through. First of all, we don't know if he contacted Gucci and told him he wanted to get out that contract before that. And Gucci said no.
Hello. That's something.
So we don't know because, you know what I'm saying, we don't know how he was feeling at the time. Pooh Shiesty lost some cousins while he was locked up. Big Scar is Pooh Shiesty's cousin.
And that was one of Gucci's
And that was one of Gucci's artists. Yeah. And then also, like, all of Gucci 1017 was very close. You know what I'm saying? And they all fuck with each other. And none of them really, like, is on 1017 right now. So, and they all got something to say about Gucci. So, Pooh Shiesty, I know because he's the most successful one out the 1017. He probably feel like he's the leader. You know what I'm saying? And he feels like, you fucked over my people. You know what I'm saying? That's probably how he feel. And then he like, I want to completely separate myself from you. And maybe he felt like there was no way to do that, or maybe he felt like he, you know, a lot of times, even in IT, I'll say this, stuff don't get done. Stuff don't start moving until I show up and show my face. Then stuff start getting moving in my job. You know what I'm saying? But before that, people want to play games online. People want to play games on social email and all that. They want to play games. They don't want to move their asses when I ask them to. But when I show up and they see my face, then they want to move their ass. So maybe he was like, I got to show up and show my face before niggas start taking me seriously. And that's probably what he fucking did. We don't fucking know. We don't know Pooh Shiesty went through. We know that he did lose his cousins. And we know everybody on 1017 really don't fuck with Gucci like that. And we know that when Fujiano just got out, like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, he posted his profile pic is Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's still signed under Gucci Mane. So that means he chose a side, right? So if Pooh Shiesty's the leader, he feels he might feel a responsibility to his people to stand up for him. And that's probably what he did. They done lost 2 people since then. You lost people, lost money, lost all that. So his mindset is just different. Something that nobody can even understand or grasp. So having an opinion on it is really crazy to me because y'all never, ever been in that situation. Y'all be telling everything for some chips and a motherfucking sandwich. We didn't watch Force 48 50 times, okay? Y'all will do anything for a sandwich. So y'all can shut the hell up of what y'all would do for $20 million or however $1 million. I'm sure because he made all the hits. He got so many hits. Like, Pooh Shiesty got so many hits. So I'm sure he might have been eating on that when he was locked up. So he probably feel some type of way, like you said. So what can we do? That's street nigga shit. What? Y'all don't know, like, you as a man, if somebody stood from you and your family and your team, you're going to feel some type of way. You're going to pull up and you need to see this nigga in person. And so maybe he couldn't get, like, even though they both in Florida, maybe he couldn't get to Gucci in Florida because Gucci probably got so much shit lined up in Florida if that's where he lived. You know what I'm saying? He been dangerous for a long time. But he might feel like I can get to this nigga in Dallas, and that's what the fuck happened. He did get to get face-to-face with him and say what the fuck he want to say, make how he feel clear. And I feel like that was the goal, and that's what happened. So, hey, I feel like mission accomplished for Pooh Shiesty. Even though he was willing to violate probation for that. And it's like, y'all really think he didn't know he's gonna violate probation?
But
He knows. Some niggas don't
Well, it's
care.
about their respect, so.
I've seen niggas violate probation. They don't give a
So it's about
damn.
his
You know
respect.
niggas don't be caring about violating probation.
It's about his respect.
I'm
so.
telling you. So all about your respect, you gonna do some things. Okay. Current event number 3. So Love and Hip Hop star Bambi and her ex-husband Scrappy, you know, he got a kid by another girl. And not Erica, but Bambi does do things for the other girl's kid. You know what I'm saying? Even though that was her ex-husband's kid. You know what I'm saying? Her ex-husband seems like while watching the show was trying to still fuck with her. Whatever. But she is helping him with the new kid that he just had. My question is, do you think that women who have similar baby dads or similar fathers of their child should build community with each other?
Yes, I always say that there's unity in community. And I believe that it's a good thing because the children have relationships. And then with the children having relationships, you know, the mothers can help each other out because sometimes they might not have as much support as you may think they do. And so having another woman that may have either been through that or is going through something similar that they can trust. Like, as long as they can trust them, I feel like it's cool. And it seems like they can trust each other if they're doing it. So I believe that a lot of times if the women communicate, then it takes the headache out of it, because if they can talk and they can communicate, then it makes things easier. Then your kids can see each other without you having to even necessarily be involved per se. You would be in the know, but then you could be like, oh, my kids can hang out, and then they hanging out.
I mean,
and,
they are siblings.
right, you know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing so they could grow up as siblings, so they could know each other, grow with each other, know the different sides of the families, and connect in that way. So I think that's a great thing. And shout out to Bambi.
Yeah, I just really feel like that's a very like adult thing to do. Like, I don't know if I'll be in that headspace to do it, but then again, I'm not in that position to do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I would say, like, even with the relationships I be having with men with kids, I don't really want to have no relationship with the woman that they have kids by. I really don't care. But then again, it might be because when I get to the marriage part, I'll be like, I ain't even fit to do this with this thing anyway. I don't know. But I will say that's a very, very, very like mature thing to do, like to help another woman. And I think that's a great thing, like you said. Like, y'all going through similar things. Y'all got the same other parent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to deal with the same stuff. Like, the kids got the same aunties, uncles, grandma, everything. So it's just probably easier. And you do, I would feel like you probably would want your kids to know their siblings. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad thing. I don't think it's an issue. Like I said, it's a very mature thing. Everybody's not that mature. And if you get to that point where you're that mature, that says a lot about you as a woman, that you can be that mature to do something like that and help another woman out like that, when sometimes that woman could be a woman, that could be a soft spot for you where you've been betrayed or something like that, but you take that part out of it as a woman and help a child, you know what I'm saying, that might not get as much help, like you said, if you didn't help them. So I think that that's big, and I apply her for that. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
We ain't have that, but
right. Yeah, we didn't have it. But they say it take a village, so
It
you know,
do.
the more the merrier, as long as they trustworthy, you know. So
yeah. Okay, next topic. So, Summer Walker said that men need to stop telling women to choose better and actually be better. So there are many instances of, you know, women being treated wrongly by men. Is it the men that they're choosing, or is it just the dating pool in general, in your opinion?
So with this topic, it's a few different things.
Okay, get
Ain't
into
this,
it. Get
ain't
into
this
it.
an anxiety lady
Yes,
that twerks?
that's crazy. Yeah, but she
Okay.
twerk on her own.
This the anxiety lady that twerks. Just
On her
saying that.
own.
So, I really okay. I
And
really
fuck with
don't
somebody
think.
husband that. Never mind.
I really don't think that
Fuck with somebody.
some people that I think that some women think that men can separate their entertainment image from their self and who they may be off camera. But men don't separate that.
No.
And so if they see you in a certain light, even if they get to know you, they may fuck with you a little bit more, but they still gonna see you as that if you're doing certain things. So if you're doing certain things, making certain music and certain videos, and they see you a certain way, so now that's the images that's flashing in their head. So if you get a certain caliber of men, then maybe you need to change who you portray to be. And if you don't change who you portray to be, then you gotta accept what comes with that. Like, I can't be doing a certain thing. Like, okay, if I'm out here being, Joe Schmo from Kokomo, and I ain't doing nothing but kicking back and laying back, and I get a chill woman, and I'm like, damn, why this woman ain't hype? You're not hype, nigga. All the fuck you do is chill. What the fuck is you talking about? What did you go to track? What you are? So maybe she need to look in the mirror and change her motherfucking self, because maybe she ain't who she thinks she is.
So you think it's not the dating pool, it's the niggas? Even though a lot of women are saying the same thing about niggas.
Now, let's go to that. Since we talking about the dating pool, I'm off her ass, and now I'm on the dating pool. So
you already know
I got something to say to you, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what we say about the dating pool all the time. If it's pissy, you might be the piss.
Got something to say about these ladies, and gentlemen.
Okay.
So yes, the dating pool has altered a bit, but that's because we have took this fantasy and this entertainment and we made it something for real. Like, people don't, like I said, people don't separate that. Like, I'm a person who separates it, but I'm a part of the minority.
Facts.
I know that if you have a certain profession, that might be what you do. Whether you do that off of that, you could also do that off of that, and that could also be you as well. But at the same time, like, I do know that there's a difference, right? That it could be a slight difference, or it could be a major difference. But either way, I do understand what the image thing is. So I don't judge. I don't be critical of nobody judging somebody for their image, because that's the first thing you see. You feel me? They say judge a book by its cover. It's real. We be reading books. If that motherfucker look interesting, I'm gonna go over and be like, damn, what this bitch talking about? Now you finna go preview that hoe and see what it's like. And then when you read the book, sometimes you read the book and you like, oh, this motherfucker fire. And you didn't think it was gonna be that fire, because you actually gave it a try. You feel what I'm saying? But the ladies and the gentlemen, ladies, we have to be more realistic about a
lot of things.
The image, and be realistic about what men you're attracting with the image that you have. And if you haven't looked at your image, go through your social media and see what you're saying, and see what you're doing, and see what you're looking like, and then see what the type of man that you're attracting. If it ain't, then you might want to change something. And I do believe that we have too many women wanting to be city girls, and nobody want to be housewives anymore for real like that. So that could be that's a part of the factor too. Everybody wants to be outside all day, every day. But for the men, I will say this, man, we do have to respect the women more. I understand that the image thing is out there, but at the same time, we just have a different respect level, because sometimes it's not even how even the woman is dressed. It's just how you men feel about women, because y'all automatically be like on the hate train. I'm like, bro, that's unnecessary. Now, that's wild how quickly y'all be, because y'all listening to certain people that's giving y'all these false narratives, and it ain't really how you feel, but to be accepted, that's how these men is actually going about their day. Because what does everybody do? They seek acceptance from their community, right? So it has to be a community thing. So if you know that you have people listening to you and you have a big audience, fellas, stop saying stupid shit. Because these motherfuckers is following that stupid shit you saying. And they thinking that that's life. And they thinking that's word. You might just be trying to make a ha-ha moment or a he-he moment. But these motherfuckers is really taking this and thinking that this is for real. You feel what I'm saying? So fellas, please get around a community of men that actually think like you do. And if you don't think like them, it's okay. You can still be friends with people, but from a distance. But yeah, we still had to go back to that treating the women a little bit better. Yeah. And the women still had to also treat themselves better and clean up the image a little bit. That's just what I ain't
gonna lie. Like, I feel like a lot of it's got to do with social media. I think you niggas take social media too seriously. I think that y'all think the dating pool is pissy because y'all on social media looking at the loudest niggas talking. Hello. And the loudest niggas talking are pissy. The fuck? That's why they talking loud, because they don't get no fucking attention. Nobody loves them. They're going on there seeking love and attention. The women, also the women is too. Like, so when men judge women and say they some hoes and all that, they like, oh, you bitches, all y'all showing y'all ass and all that. It's a lot of women out here that not showing their ass and not trying to get no attention. And they're not on social media like that. They not outside. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not. I mean, they're outside. They're doing things. They're in the gym. They're doing stuff. They're doing stuff to help themselves. You know what I'm saying? But y'all saying all bitches is like hoes because they showing their asses, because you on social media all the time and you're seeing bitches on there who wants attention. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with men. Like, we seeing men who be talking so much shit about women, talking bad about women, talking all. These are lonely men who don't get no pussy, don't get no bitches. So they're on social media trying to get attention from other bitches. The only way they can get attention from a bitch to say, you a bitch. And you be like, oh my God, this nigga called me a bitch. Fuck you in your comments. You're a bitch ass nigga. This is the first time in a long time this nigga's getting attention from a woman. You saying fuck him. Sometimes that's enough for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes degrading, some niggas got degrading kink. So they might even like you saying fuck you. You know what I'm saying? They're like, ooh, yeah, fuck that. She's sexy. It's a sexy ass bitch in my comments saying fuck you. He might like that shit.
He might.
So y'all motherfuckers is feeding into the weird motherfuckers and the loud motherfuckers that's on social media. The people who actually talking about something, the people who like, the women who are trying to help the community, the teacher, the men who are trying to help the community and stuff like that. They really talking about like regular stuff. Y'all not really liking their comments or stuff like that. Y'all not really under their comments like pushing that narrative out there. Y'all talking shit about the niggas. And the reason why y'all think it's more niggas who talking shit, more women who showing their ass, is because that's what y'all engaging with. It's not necessarily who actually out here, because like being in Dallas, you know, it's a lot of professional people out here. They look good, they smart, they intelligent, and they not hoes and tricks, and they not lame ass niggas and all that. Once you get around them type of people and you actually partying with them every fucking weekend, it's not nobody shooting, not nobody fighting when you go to a party every fucking weekend. We went out every fucking day last weekend. Nobody shot, nobody got shot, nobody nothing. Nobody was showing their ass. The women look great. They was wearing heels. The men look great. They wearing their cologne. They look good. They wash their ass. But y'all sitting up here saying ain't nobody out here washing their ass and ain't nobody showing their ass. Y'all full of shit, because we see it every day. I saw it every day when I went out.
That's true.
Like, okay, so y'all need to stop. Y'all need to get the fuck off social media. I know they say touch grass, but y'all don't know what that means. Find you something to do outside of social media.
Give you a break.
On top of that, you bitches is getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie.
What they doing?
Megan Stallion and Summer Walker, okay? Summer Walker, you was fucking with Playboy Cardi, knowing he got a baby mama that he in love with, okay? You know this nigga in a relationship, and he bamboozled me. How the fucking nigga in a relationship bamboozle you? He already with somebody. So if he trying to fuck with you, then he doing what, Steven? He cheating, right? So why the fuck would you be trying to fuck with him? And then when you were saying when that came out, he's a lame ass nigga, like he's a lame ass nigga and all that. I just was using him for money. Well, let it be that. But don't say it ain't. It's pissing the pool. They pool when you piss. Let's say a nigga wanted to fuck with you, right? But he know you a side bitch to Playboy Cardi, knowing that he got a bitch, and you talking to his bitch. Crazy. You degrading his woman knowing you fucking with her nigga. Why would he want to fuck with you? Ain't you the piss now? You not a top tier bitch in the dating pool. So you talking about the dating pool when you really the piss. It always be the pissy motherfuckers.
Not for real.
Not for real. I'm saying though, like, you can't say, it's this nigga bamboozled me. Clay bamboozled me when he fucking cheated on every bitch before you. He did not bamboozle you. You bamboozled yourself, thinking that a nigga who cheated on every bitch before that was gonna be faithful to you. That's your problem. Now, my thing is with like we said with Russell Wilson. If Sierra got with Russell Wilson, if Russell Wilson never cheated on anybody that we know, and he's a church going man, and he cheated, then he is fucking bamboozled Sierra, because he never cheated and he told everybody he's a church dude.
Facts.
But a cheater cheating ain't bamboozling nobody.
Nope.
That's on you.
You just decide to play that game or not.
I'm saying.
It's a tough one to play.
And let's be real. Like you said, niggas don't separate the bitch from the shit.
They don't.
Niggas heard that you fucked 10 niggas. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas
So
don't
he
like
gonna tread lightly.
Some niggas don't fuck with that shit. It don't matter if Clay, you like, I as a woman, I'm gonna say, I was arguing with Steven last night about this shit. Clay
Yeah,
fuck
it was like 30 minutes.
Clay fucked 200, probably 2 hours.
It was about 30 minutes.
Clay fucked 200 bitches, and y'all mad because Meg fucked 10 niggas. That pissed me the fuck off. Because I'm like, why the fuck do y'all care? But that shit matters to niggas.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? So when it's time to make the decision on whether or not he gonna marry your ass, that's a fucking factor in it. And
True.
he didn't want to do it.
True.
Whether or not he fucked 150 bitches, that don't matter to women. It matters to you. It matters to men. It matters to men. And what men, as a single fucking woman who want to date a black man, what black men think, unfortunately, matters. Y'all always want to make it seem like it don't matter what these fucking niggas think. It do matter because we trying to fuck with them. Now, if you don't want to fuck with black men, then what they think don't fucking matter. But unfortunately, we want to fuck with them and have kids with them, so we gotta think about what they matter. So what I did, I'm gonna give y'all what I did. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying that they pull pissy and I keep on picking the same type of niggas. Cause Steven know, I deal with some shit. I'm cool with some shit. Cause I already know what come with the shit, the niggas that I fuck with. I'm not surprised when they do shit. Cause they niggas and they did shit before. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe he did it before. What I do is I went and read books on black men, all the statistics on them, talking to them. Like when they come around, they said that people don't listen to what the fuck they gotta say. I always be around the men around me. I encourage them to talk to me and stuff like that. Get out how they feel, so they can communicate better to the women that's around them, helping the women around them be better. But acting like I don't give a fuck what they talking about is crazy when I want to fuck with them. That's crazy. So, I'm tired of you bitches and niggas, both black women and black men. I'm sick of both of y'all saying that y'all think it's pissy because y'all on social media all day. Get the fuck off social media and do something nice with yourself. When we be going like take networking events and shit like that?
Yeah.
You think it ain't no decent motherfuckers in there?
I just went to a black book fair as well. So yeah, things like that.
You think it's it's black doctors conferences, it's black lawyers conferences, it's black CEO conferences, it's black everything conferences. And it's a whole bunch of beautiful, respectable, amazing black people that ain't been ran through. You can go there, but you don't want to go there though. You want Lil Baby to be faithful, and that's your problem. He's not doing it. He don't have to.
He don't want to, because he don't want to change.
So, yeah, get your mind right on who you trying to fuck with. And don't be trying to change a nigga that's not shit. He's not changing for you.
He ain't changing for none of the rest
Because you got a
them.
fat ass. He's not changing.
He ain't changing for none of the rest of them.
Number 5. The new Michael Jackson movie is out. Are you going to see it or are you not going to see it?
It probably... I probably have to see some previews. Have to see some previews. So what I'll do is I'll see some previews.
You gonna see some previews and you go
and then I'll go see what it, and then I'll
yeah,
probably go see what it's
yet?
like. I mean, vaguely, but shit, I have been trying to catch up on these books that I've been reading. So I'm just hitting them goals and shit. You ain't got a whole lot of time, and then playoffs is right now. You feel what I'm saying? Because after work, then you boom, you get into a book like, oh, I fuck with this, and then damn, oh shit, playoff game on. I ain't got no time to be looking at no goddamn.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go see it. I'm not in a hurry to go see it because I'm a part of the generation that had the other Michael Jackson movie, and I think it was like real. It seemed like it was real depiction, and it was when they was actually alive. Right. Well, he was actually alive when it came out, so it's probably a great depiction of actually what happened. I think it was a great movie, so I already kind of seen that, but I know the new generation hasn't really delved into that, so that's probably why they want to see it, but I'll see it eventually. I mean, we both from Indiana, so we love Michael Jackson and everything. It's not I'm going to go see it, but it's like, it's not I don't have to go see it first weekend, second weekend, nothing like that. I had already seen the Jackson 5 movie. It was pretty great. Yeah. So, and it was like, and Janet was in it and stuff like that, and I heard that Janet's not in it, and somebody else isn't in it, you know what I'm saying, because of money and everything now, but I like the version of them when they all was alive, and I feel like that's probably more accurate. I don't know if it's more, I don't know, but I would think the version of their story when he was alive would be more accurate than when he's not alive. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta see if that goes along. Because like his brothers are saying it is, but it's like, is Michael here to say it is? Not really.
Right.
So
because he ain't always agree with his brothers on everything anyway. So
right. So I'm not looking at it like it's really a super duper nonfiction depiction of it. It's some of the stuff might be.
Cause I was thinking like, cause my whole thought was like, damn, it came out again. I was like,
right.
And I was
we already
like,
seen it. And that was like 6 hours. Like, it was good. It was in depth and everything.
Yeah, because I was like, damn, I'm like, because that's why I thought it was just like somebody else making one. I didn't know it from the family or nobody in the family had anything to do with it. Because I know how sometimes other things get made and other people touch it and they're like, oh, yeah, let's make this again. So I thought it was something like that. That's why I never really paid attention to it. And then they were saying, well, his nephew is the main star. Of it.
Yeah,
and so and that's when I was like, oh well, damn, maybe the film really did have something to do with it, because it kind of, for me, maybe just my algorithm, but it kind of came out of nowhere for me. So I was like, oh damn, a Jackson movie. And then I was like, okay. So I was like, you said, I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna let the people talk first. All the people who will be extra excited and make all the emotional decisions, I'm gonna let them go first, and then they gonna tell me what the reviews is. And if I listen to enough of them, then I'm like, okay, that person exaggerating, that person ain't. All right, well, it might be a little cool, a little decent, and then go watch some previews and see what it's really about. So,
yep.
but
Same.
you know, I ain't been to the movies in a minute, so I might have a little popcorn,
Right,
a little
yeah.
sun. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna go see the NBA YoungBoy movie, but I still might.
You ratchet.
And these shout out to me, YoungBoy. Next, the White House Correspondents' dinner got shot up, and why do we think he didn't have adequate security? I don't think he. So we all know that Trump has been trying to get this hall built on the White House grounds, and nobody's really like been supporting it. So I feel like he probably did allegedly. He might have did the president thing like presidents do to get there to what they want to happen. They set up certain stuff and to get things to happen. And I think that's what happened. There are a lot of creators that go into depth on what exactly happened in the White House Correspondents' Dinner. We gonna let them cook. We just giving our high level opinion on it. But I feel like Trump wanted something. Trump wanted that hall. They had the Correspondents' Dinner off the White House campus. So in order for him to prove that he needed it, this was a way for him to prove that he needed the funds to fund it. And also now it came out that he's trying to use tax dollars for it. At first, it was supposed to be a privately funded hall, but now he wants to use tax dollars for it. So he probably definitely, before that came out, he definitely needed some backing on that. So I think he just probably did what he had to do to get, whatever the president and the Secret Service do their thing to get what they want, and that's what the fuck happened. And I don't think people got hurt or anything. So he was just trying to get what he wanted. And so looks like he's about to get what he wants.
So if he does use the tax dollars, the defense budget went up since he's been in the office. So maybe he'll use something from that in a roundabout way, some shape, some form. But to me, anytime something like that happens, I always say pay attention to what happens next. What's after or what's current, like you said, or what previous, But it's just more of a pay attention. But ever since Trump's been in office, he's always forced you to pay attention since the first time. But this second time around, it's more, boom, fireworks. It seems like every time it go, do, bam, he hits you with something else. Bam, he hits you with something else. So it's like he's going to force you to pay attention. You're going to have to read a couple articles. You're going to have to see maybe 2-3 months back, what the fuck has he been doing lately? Because it's something going on, and then boom, after that, he makes another transitional step towards something else. But that might be quiet. That's the part that you got to pay attention to, because that's what's going to really affect you in the long run. Because either the people going to have to pay for it by taxes or something like that, or the people going to have to pay for it, we're going to get taxed. So either we're going to get taxed or we're going to have to pay for it with taxes. So either way, we getting taxed. So it's just a way to pay attention and things like that, because the government and the businesses always win. But right now, especially when you have a president like that who is very strategic and does a lot of moves kind of puppeteering things in a way, you have to be like, all right, what is the next move, and how is that going to affect me, and how can I adjust to that? And if I can't adjust in a positive way, then I'll just be positive and adjust to what's going on.
Right.
So I will say that the awareness has to be up. I'll say that everybody out there, when you listen to this, and when you watch this, make sure your awareness is up under this presidency, because he does a lot of things, and then there's shock waves that come after that, but you don't hear about the shock waves because it's kind of like sound waves. You don't really see them, but if you're paying attention, you could see what's going on. But it was interesting. He's had a lot of interesting moments in this presidency, and this is another one. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have another one or two before.
Yeah, we are. It's
before this is over.
It's normal things for presidents, y'all.
But he's a little extra though. He's a little different. It's a little bit more with him that goes on.
I mean, that's what they wanted. Ain't that what the people wanted? They wanted a little extra, a little pizzazz.
They act like they did, but he came back full force. And I will say this, like I said this before. 2 years, like he done a lot in like 2 years that I thought he would. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's kind of crazy.
I know. All right, so next topic. Trump is calling for Jimmy Kimmel to be fired after he made a joke about his wife Melania, and the joke was wild work. He basically made a joke that
it wasn't just Melania; it was Trump too.
Yeah, he said that she looks like a widower.
Yes.
But that was 2 days before
like
the attempted assassination that just happened at the Correspondents dinner. And what did he say? He also said...
You talking about Trump? You talking about
Jimmy,
her acting career?
No, he said that he insinuated that Epstein had introduced them to each other, which Melania actually came out last month and said that she didn't, that Trump didn't Epstein didn't introduce her to Trump. But Epstein did say he did, before he died, he said he did introduce Melania to Trump. So Jimmy Kimmel made a joke about them.
That too. That was like one of the last jokes he made. But you know what the funniest joke was? When he talked about her acting career. Like,
he acted?
I think so, I guess. But that's what he said. He said, oh yeah, you're an actor now. And he was like, oh yeah. He said, well, on Rotten Tomatoes, you got a 10%.
Oh my God.
He said you got 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. And he was like, he said, yes. He said, speaking of Rotten Tomatoes, he said that's what Trump's balls look like. I was like,
whoa.
He did. Funny.
Jimmy Kimmel.
He's so funny.
That was I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel like that, but like that was funny as hell. But it was crazy for him to say something like that. It was, and honestly,
it was kind of disrespectful.
It was very disrespectful. It was disrespectful, but you know how comedians always feeling like they can just disrespect things.
But wait.
That's comedy.
How is Trump gonna say grab her by the pussy, but he disrespected by?
That nigga said this shit like 20 years ago.
With tomato balls.
His wife mad about it. His wife mad about it.
Is he mad about the 10%?
That might not, like Trump might have laughed, but if your wife don't laugh, then it ain't funny.
Was he gonna smack him like Will?
He trying to get him fired.
He trying to smack him.
He's trying to smack him like
financially.
Facts.
Wow,
millions away from
career down.
Facts.
You hear me?
So
but I'll say this. That's why it's very important to stop fucking playing.
Why can't?
Because if you keep fucking playing, it's gonna be somebody who's just more of a jokester than you, and they're a little bit funnier than you, and give a little less fucks than you. So if you can't take the heat, stay out the fucking kitchen. Trump be playing all the fucking time.
He do.
He be talking about shit like it's a joke.
He be talking about disabled people, Hispanic people, everybody that's broke people.
That's what made it funnier.
About everybody. And he is funny when he do it.
Bro, that's what made it funnier because I'm like, damn, he really on their ass.
That's why I feel like, honestly,
I had to watch the clip.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Trump really wouldn't have been that mad about it for real. Because he didn't say nothing at first. His wife said something, then he said something. So I feel like you gotta say something when your wife mad.
Because he might not even seen it for real. Until she
might
saw
have.
It. He might not have.
He liked them type of people though. He be watching them.
He kind of do.
So
yeah, he
and
probably
then
got
how
a
she
little
know?
Kick out of it. He probably got a little.
How
kick
she
out
know
of
about it? Cause she seemed like she wouldn't watch Jimmy Kimmel.
Fact, she probably.
He's a New Yorker. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely watch Jimmy Kimmel. On the low, you do, but you do gotta make a
You
stand.
gotta make a stand
in
for your
public.
wife.
You gotta make a stand in public.
Like, hey, bro, chill on my wife. Though.
Like, what you on, bro?
Right, because she feels some type of way.
Hey,
you
bro.
hurt her feelings.
Hey, you know I'm still the president, cuz.
And don't bring up the SD files right now, because you know he's sensitive about the SD files right now.
That's honestly what got him.
He was like, don't talk about that.
When he said Epstein said Trump, Melania Trump, I'm like,
he's like,
he ain't had to say
don't talk about
that.
the Epstein
He ain't had to
files.
say
That's
that.
what Trump was mad about.
But for him to say, like I said, like, but nowadays it's very sensitive for comedians. I see a lot of them saying that now. They gotta tread lightly anytime they make jokes or anytime they talk or speak, because
well, I think they making a stand though. They saying we're not going to tread lightly. We're not treading lightly. So get over it.
Only the ones who can.
Facts.
Can. And that's only a handful. Literally a handful.
If you can't do it, you can do it. If you can't.
Other than that handful, that's it. That can make that joke and you know.
Yeah.
But didn't they cancel Kimmel earlier?
Was that Kimmel?
Was that him?
They tried. That's probably why he feels some type of way.
Then they get him. He was off the network. I was like, whoa, he's cloudy.
Yeah.
They said, boy, shut up. You had to be quiet for a week.
And then the other dude, I forgot his name.
Ooh,
it's another late night with something, but they showed his face. He had a big old bruise on his shit.
I don't know nothing about it.
So
I don't know nothing about that one.
All I'm saying is,
but Kimmel got clout. If anything, they just shut him down for a little minute.
Yeah,
because he wouldn't say that unless he know that he sort of kind of could. So
yeah. Last topic is Spirit Airlines is facing a financial crisis, and it's because of the war that's going on in the Middle East. And my question is, or not my question is, I mean, I guess it is a question. What repercussions we want to basically educate everybody on the repercussions of this. If something happens to Spirit, what's gonna happen to y'all if you travel? So, if there is competition taken out of so capitalism works as, supply and demand. You know what I'm saying? If there's more of a supply and there's a lower demand, then things are going to be cheaper. If there is a higher demand and less supply, then things are going to be more expensive. So if there are less flights out there, which means the supply of flights are low, and we all want to travel at the same time, then we going to have to pay for that travel. Whoever can pay for it, can pay for it. But if you can't get it, you can't get it. You know what I'm saying? So if Spirit takes they cheap-ass flights out the mix, then we're going to have to start paying some money for these motherfucking flights. And they're going to add extra fees. They're going to add extra this, extra that. You're not going to be able to fly domestic for $50 no more. Okay? Even Frontier going to go up. Things are going to go up because Frontier is going to be the only cheap airline now because the Allegiant is no longer here. True. So it's only going to be Frontier that you got to rely on, and they trash work, even though I always fly with them. Because sometimes they be having some good timing from Cali to Texas, and they get on my nerves.
But the one from Cali ain't that bad though. The Cali flights ain't that bad.
Sometimes, if you go in the daytime, they're not too bad. But if Spirit go away, it's gonna be expensive to fly. It's not like you can't take competition now and think everything gonna be straight. Just like diamonds are expensive. Diamonds are only expensive. It's a whole lot of diamonds. It's actually a big supply of diamonds. But there's only a little bit of people that sell diamonds. So they can mark the prices up because they the only niggas that got it. And so that's why diamonds are expensive. But so like if it's only 2-3 airlines, then they can charge whatever they want to charge for us to fly. But if it's 10 airlines, then they got competition and they got lower their prices so that they could get people to fly with them. Because it's like, if I got 5 options to fly to New York, one is $50, and I get a little bit more on 100, then you got the deluxe with the 500. Shit, I might take the 50, and then I might, I can pay for the $30 on my bag later. I might go that route. I got options, but if I don't have no options, then I got to do one thing. So it's not good for the consumer for Spirit to be out of service. And so Trump definitely said that he might want to buy them just for the military or whatever. But like I said, we don't want Spirit to go out of business. Even if you fly Spirit, you don't fly Spirit. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers do fly Spirit because Spirit has been one of the top rated airlines for a long time. So a lot of y'all niggas is lying like y'all ain't fly Spirit. Y'all are flying Spirit. So if they go away, you're fucked. There's a lot of y'all gonna be fucked, especially you niggas that's cheap on the airlines and on the flights.
So I say this about this. There's always a big dog or two, a name that's popular enough to draw some attention, to bring attention to the adjustments, right? That just goes to show if they can barely afford to survive in this economy, now you got to start looking at yourself, right? Things that became more expensive. If you can afford to continuously do what you do, then keep doing it. But at the same time, sometimes you got to make adjustments, because if these companies is finna go out of, potentially going out of business, then that means that, all right, now that means like, now let me look at my budget, let me look at how I'm spending, and I might have to cut down a little bit, because sometimes you got to cut down just to make it make sense, here and there. But at the same time, like, in times like this, it just shows you how real it is as well. Because just in case you thought it was just the people that make $15, $16, whatever, you feel what I'm saying, or the people that work at McDonald's or something, or have entry-level jobs, just in case you thought they were the only people hurting, no. It's a lot of people that have to make adjustments now. So at the same time, it just is what it is, kind of. So it's like, damn, it's like, if this company is going through that, and then what does that mean for me? That means that I might have to make some adjustments in my life too. Because if these companies got to make adjustments, then that means the smaller people got to make adjustments. So it's about adjusting, but it's also about paying attention, because, like I said, under his presidency, a lot is going on. So you be having
Lots changing in your real life.
Oh, snaps. Like, so now just pay more attention and just be more focused on what affects you and your community and your environment, because it's some shit that's going on that you got to pay attention to. Keep your eyes on the prize.
And it's a SawCast. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. And thank you all for commenting on everything that you do, supporting us and watching us. And I really hope you guys enjoy the podcast. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.